I completely forgot I put on my alarm clock like this due to the fact that yesterday I, honest to God, did. I ended up doing it because, last Friday, I ended up, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, yeah, I ended up just going ahead and putting my alarm clock a little bit earlier, which is exactly what I did. Complete accident, by the way. Um, and I'm somewhat amazed by the fact that I ended up like waking up at a place and time where my nose is just gonna, if I pick at it, there's gonna be something that's gonna come out, and there's gonna be not only a something crusty, but there's gonna be a long nose hair, like a very long nose hair, and it is disgusting. Yeah, it is genuinely disgusting. Um, yeah, it's just genuinely disgusting at that best. Um, yeah, like, and then I just put it in the garbage and I hear it go in the garbage. But yeah, I hope everybody's had a good Canada Day or a good weekend or a good Independence. Well, you know what? Yeah, Independence Day is not going to be a thing because I don't want to sound like somebody's dad, but yeah, I was on TV tropes on the forums and I ended up sounding like somebody's dad because I wrote something that was like, "Don't, please don't." I actually said not many Americans are celebrating that day, which is Independence Day, due to the fact that there is no freedom. Only restrictions that cause people to become more scared to be themselves and live the lives that won't hurt anybody. And then somebody responded, "Oh no, don't turn into my uncle on this." And I'm like, "Fine, okay, I won't turn into your uncle." I'm like, "Fudge." I mean, Fletch. Ugh. Fine. I won't turn into your uncle. I'll turn into your cool aunt, I guess. Maybe your cool aunt. Yeah, fine. I'll turn into your cool aunt. Will that be okay? Uh, but in reality, I don't. In reality, no. I don't want to. Like, I'm not even American, and I know some Americans aren't gonna, like, celebrate Independence Day due to the fact that it's not. You know? It's not great, you know? It's not. I don't want to say it's totally un-American. Um, it doesn't. It genuinely doesn't. Um, like for some people, Independence Day is just not their holiday. But if you want to celebrate it, and as I said on Caricat stream, um, watch Independence Day. The one from the 90s. Not Don't watch the sequel because the sequel sucks. But if you want to watch the sequel, nobody's stopping you. Nobody's stopping you from watching a movie about aliens or whatever. No one's stopping you. Um, yeah, no one's stopping you from watching that movie. But here's the thing. At least with Independence Day, like Mango said, things actually got done. Yeah, that's the best way of putting it. Things actually got done in that movie. So, yeah. I'd prefer, and Mango probably would prefer for you to go see the Independence Day movie because it's like it's nothing great, but it is something that it's a stupid movie, but at least, it feels grand. It's a stupid movie that's packaged like with care. It's like a movie's actually like cared for if it actually is full of characters that you care about, even if they are stereotypes. I can't help but like sit down and watch the movie because the movie I would love to watch the movie. I would love to watch the movie again. I have it on DVD, which I bought for my dad, and that is collecting dust. It's collecting dust right now. But it's whatever. You mean it has soul? I got a soul, but I'm not a soldier. I got a soul, but I'm not a soldier. I got a soul, but I'm not a soldier. I got a soul, but I'm not a soldier. I got a soul, but I'm not a soldier. I got a soul, but I'm not a soldier. I got a soul, but I'm not a soldier. I got a soul, but I'm not a soldier. I got a soul, but I'm not a soldier. I got a soul, but I'm not a soldier. Time to glow. Hi, Bloop Me. How are you? Welcome, 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 welcome. And Chloe, I hope you're doing okay. Good morning to you too. I think I missed your stream yesterday because I was waiting for you to stream yesterday, but you didn't stream. I was like, did I miss it? I couldn't have missed it yesterday. Was it because Chloe streamed on Saturday instead? Oh, wait, that's actually the reason as to why. Never mind. But how are you, Chloe? I completely forgot you streamed on Saturday instead of Sunday. And I was waiting yesterday on Sunday to see if you were going to stream. Damn it. But to answer your question, yes, Independence Day does have soul. It does have soul. Bluepaint. It absolutely does. Yeah, I know I popped in Saturday, but I completely forgot somewhat. Because here's the thing: when you were streaming, I was at my boyfriend's house. I was at my boyfriend's house on Friday and Saturday. I came back home Sunday morning. I could have streamed, but I don't stream on Sundays. So here's the thing: Chloe, you streamed at a time when I was in the middle of watching Stranger Things. I was watching the season finale of Stranger Things when you streamed. And what ended up happening was I had you on lurk and then I fell asleep after. So yeah, me and my boyfriend ended up watching the new season of Stranger Things. Um, yeah, we ended up watching the new season of Stranger Things. Hooray! It's surprising. We ended up watching it and like since the season is what 8 or 9 episodes long, we ended up watching it. Yeah, we ended up watching the show in 2 days. We watched the first episode of season 4 of Stranger Things um, when we got to his house. And then the next day, literally, we woke up early and watched the rest. Like, he was painting a miniature, and we actually did watch the rest of Stranger Things. I don't know how. I have no idea how. But here's the thing: by the time we were done watching Stranger Things, the finale, it was 10 p.m. And what ended up happening was, that was good. And then I ended up watching the first episode of Stranger Things. It was it's a trip. It's a trip going from like the last episode of the current season to the first episode of the first season. It's insane, you know. I'm glad I popped in on Saturday. If you're not following Chloe, go follow her. She is amazing. She is adorable. Yeah, she's absolutely adorable. She's a good gamer, and she's absolutely gangbusters. Yeah, I need to make a more coherent schedule. Well, I mean, coherent schedule, like, it's whatever you can do, you know? Yeah, it seemed like you were cozy, so yes, thank you for the lurk. Anytime, Chloe, and thank you for the stream, because, like, yeah, I didn't really get to talk, but I did like it. I did absolutely like, how good you were on it. I want to rewatch all the Stranger Things now. Oh yeah, like a lot of people want to. In fact, I think I've watched every single episode of Stranger Things with my boyfriend because I wanted him there. But yeah, um, apparently the next season is going to be the last season. So I don't know if he wants to still go and take the dive with me, considering that the season finale, like the last season, is going to be like, what, like they're movies now. Like if you watch the fourth season, it's like watching a movie. Like the last episode is 2 hours long. It's longer than Star Wars, and I wish I was kidding. The season 4 finale of Stranger Things is longer than Star Wars. And Star Wars, and I mean the original Star Wars. The original Star Wars is 2 hours and 5 minutes. If anything is over 2 hours and 5 minutes, you can say that it's longer than Star Wars. Because that is a thing from a podcast I listened to called We Hate Movies. Because they have talked about the first 6 movies at length, and like, but at least the first 3 seasons of Stranger Things are like 40 minutes or so, and then like when I saw the season 4 finale, the premiere, I'm like, wait a minute, it's 50 episodes. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you have such a large cast. You have a cast of 12 people. So yeah, I will want to get a boyfriend. Chloe, take your time. I didn't know I wanted a boyfriend or girlfriend until I met him. So next month, it will be our 3-year anniversary. So I am going to get him something. I don't know what, but he got me something. No, I want Will Byers to get a boyfriend. Yeah, don't spoil it for anybody. No spoilers. Okay, no spoilers. But yeah. Like, then again, it was pretty telegraphed since season 1. Like, it was right there. It's begun increasingly unsubtle. You know? That person just the show is so unsubtle about it. It's insane. But the next time I see my boyfriend, we are going to watch The Boys. We have to watch The Boys. I've watched the first 2 episodes of The Boys. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it so far. So everybody else is watching like The Boys currently, but I'm watching. Both of us are watching the first season. We are at the beginning. Um, We are at the beginning, so no spoilers. We have finished the first two episodes of that show. It's just that we were sidetracked by Stranger Things. So yeah, we are genuinely sidetracked by that show. A lot of people I know are binging on some good shows. It's fun. It is good fun. It absolutely is good fun. And you know the best thing about these shows are like Stranger Things and The Boys is they actually have a smaller episode count. You know how like on network TV there's like 22 episode seasons? Well, amazingly enough, the best like there's a podcast I used to listen to called um Geek Juice Radio that talked about this very thing. Give give showrunners the money you would give to give shows that would the same budget as they would with a 22 episode show, but the show in question is going to be like 8 to 12 episodes. Netflix is like Netflix shows are pretty much basing themselves on British brevity. Like 6 to 10 episodes a season just to get it really, really tight. You know, just to get it like right in there. And you know, there's no filler. The the cast can be like everybody can be paid handsomely, you know? And that's why I like the British brevity part of Netflix these days. Just letting everybody just, you know, just, yeah, just pretty much letting everybody be the person that they want to be. Like, be the show that they want. You know what? Be the person. Be the best person that they can be. You know? No, be the best show. Yeah, a lot of streaming shows do that. Moon Knight was 6, Peacemaker was 8. Exactly. The small, and it's easier to like binge, you know? Peacemaker, my boyfriend and I end up watching the first 7 episodes in one day because it was just like the season finale had not come out at that point, so we just binge watched everything. Um, yeah, we binge watched that, and what ended up happening, like, yeah, it's a lot easier to just put in, and you don't have to overexhaust yourself with 22 episode shows. I mean, yeah, Moon Knight is 6 episodes, Pacemaker is 8, Stranger Things is 8. Um, yeah, just put it in like because if you like do 22 episodes, you might stretch yourself out thin. Like, I mean, back like before Netflix, we were just used to it, and there were some weaker episodes in like seasons that had 22 episodes. And there was like gonna be like a good chance of burnout and somewhat. Um, for example, I forgot which show it was. The Office. The Office was a great example. I was like, there was a book about The Office that talked about like the entire history, like from when it was first realized as a Britcom, and then all the way to like, hey, are they gonna do a reboot of The Office? Which, first of all, do not reboot The Office. Please don't. And I know it's gonna be one of those like, hey, you know, if it worked in America, why don't we just do it again? It's like the reason why it worked like from the UK to the US is because they updated it. And besides, The Office already suffered from seasonal rot, you know? And I gotta get into this. The first season was not great, but it had potential. And then season 2 is where it hit its stride. And season 2, 3, and 4 were like hitting its stride. It was like the most popular, talked about sitcom. and it was like right in between My Name Is Earl, Scrubs, and there was another show. I forgot which one. It was on Thursday nights, so it was My Name Is Earl, then The Office, and then I think Scrubs. I know there was a fourth one. I just forgot which one. 30 Rock. 30 Rock. It was NBC Thursdays. So, um, yeah, I think it was those. So, My Name Is Earl, 30 Rock, um, The Office, and Scrubs, and I think Parks and Rec was there. Um, and so yeah, so The Office was the most talked about from season 2 to 4. But then by season 5, they were still on their game, but like the writers were burning out because of that 22 minute, um, the 22 minutes, no, the 22 episode count did burn the writers out because they didn't know where to go. They had no idea where to go because they were like they were like legitimately like like they were burning themselves out again. Like there's only so much a 2 month break from TV can do. Like 22 episodes, like, and The Office went from like 201 episodes. That is a lot of episodes. And people can tell you when the show started getting bad. You know? Let me see. The last Stranger Things episodes are like 100 minutes plus, and the finale being longer than Star Wars. Yeah. Yeah. The season finale of Stranger Things is two hours and 22 minutes, I think. 2 hours and 20 minutes. You are reaching Star Wars episode 2 levels. Like that's almost, I think that is almost as long as Attack of the Clones. Chloe, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. We were just talking about yeah, we were talking about like British brevity. Hopefully you're doing okay. Yeah, we were talking about British brevity. Oh, crumbs. Hold on. No problem. I just couldn't find your name. There you are. British brevity? Um, that's when a show only has like 5 to 10 episodes a season. Like in Britain, specifically in Britcoms, there's only most Britcoms only have 6 to 8 episodes. Yeah, that's normal. But in other places, it's called British brevity because um, there's only so many episodes in the season. Like in America, in North America, there's like 22 episodes a season. But because of Netflix is doing the British brevity where it's only 6 to 10 episodes long each season. You know? You're all weird. No, yeah, that is, like, you can call us weird, but here's the thing. Netflix has adapted that. Like, they've adapted what, like, gotta keep you coming back for paid ads. Okay. Um, gotta keep you coming back for paid ads. Are you on, okay, you're in an ad, I guess? Okay. Oh my goodness. I still have that song in my head. Grr. No? Oh, okay. Gotta keep you coming back for paid ads. Okay. But, like, that's just it, Chloe. Even though you pay. Netflix is gonna shove ads in your face even though you pay. Netflix doesn't shove any ads in my face. Like, again, I was with my boyfriend watching Stranger Things. There were no ads at all. Like, at all. But yeah, Chloe, um, I mean, Chloe, the person who was here, is going. Don't go. Not yet. I.e., not yet. But it will happen. It absolutely will happen. Um, but yeah, the season finale of Stranger Things is about the same length as Star Wars Episode 2. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's almost as long as the longest Star Wars, which is something else I should probably be saying from now on. Like if something is actually longer than 2 hours and 25 minutes, it's longer than the longest Star Wars. No spoilers. We are not going to spoil Stranger Things. Okay? We are definitely not going to spoil. Is that right, chat? We're not going to spoil it. Because everybody else is like doing so well when not spoiling anything for me. I want to keep this on a down low because like I want to keep this uptight because this is my first time ever being caught up with a current show in its current season. So that's fine with me. I've never gotten to do that because I've only gotten to watch Stranger Things when season 3 ended. And it was only by luck. Like I remember I was with my boyfriend's house and I was browsing Netflix and I'm like, what is this Stranger Things that everybody was talking about? And I didn't know. I never knew what Stranger Things was. I just went into it completely blind. I did not know what it was about. Just going into it blind, and I am really glad for it. I'm genuinely glad that I went into it blind. You know? Like I liked going into it blind what just made it go amazing. And after watching the season 4 finale, I ended up going to watch like the first episode of the series. I mean, like going from the season 4 finale to the season 1 premiere, just to see how much things were like, you know. But yeah, afterwards we ended up watching. Not afterwards, but me and my boyfriend were watching The Boys. We watched the first 2 episodes of The Boys. And looking back, I kind of regret what I like. Yeah, I kind of regret not watching that show more when I was there because like it is a damn good show from what I've seen. It is a really damned good show. Again, only the first 2 episodes of The Boys. Like, the first 2 episodes of season 1. So we are going to, we are going to soon, we're going to, next time I go to his house, we're going to watch The Boys because, I want to. Like, I really want to, I really want to watch that show as well. Because I just want to get up to it due to the fact that Jensen Ackles from Supernatural is in it. In season 3. So I'm going to watch it just to watch it for him. And you know what? Carl Urban is a good addition. You know? He's an absolute gangbuster of a good addition. So yeah, I want to play this game. No, not play this game. I want to watch the show. So yeah, next time I see my boyfriend, we are gonna watch every episode. Hopefully we're gonna watch Hold on, let me see how many episodes a season The Boys is. The boy, the boys, the bears. Okay, let me see the recap. Um, 8 episodes in the first season, 8 episodes in the second season. Yeah, there's gonna be 8 episodes all the way through. So yeah, 8 episodes. We're good. 8 episodes of The Boys. So we've watched the first 2 episodes. The next time I go to my boyfriend's house, we're gonna watch the rest of that first season in one day. We're gonna watch the rest of it in one day because we've actually watched several shows together. We've watched Venture Brothers together. We've watched Stranger Things together. There's another show that we watched together that has a new season. I forgot what it was called. Dar boys. Yeah, so I forgot which. I forgot what the series was called. Christian Slater. I forgot what the show was called. Hold on. Inside Job. The show is called Inside Job. So yeah, it's called Inside Job. Yeah, it's just called Inside Job, and we are going to. We've already watched the first episode. We've watched the first season already. We watched that first season in like a day, because it's only 6 episodes and 30 minutes long. It's easy to binge. Here's the thing. It's really easy to binge watch a 22 episode season if it's only 22 episodes long. You know? Like I know I said like otherwise, but the reason The Office suffered was because there were those supersized episodes because it was just really really popular and everybody and the producers are like, "Hey, you have enough clout. You can make an hour long episode," and it's like that's gonna be a lot to take in because it's gonna kind of ruin the pacing a bit. Why not just package it and just cut back, you know? Like, My Name is Earl seemingly doesn't suffer because it has an episodic arc. It has an arc, but you can watch individual episodes without getting like lost. When will Canada take back the cold weather you dispersed to the UK? Um, when the UK can give back our tea. Um, My Name is Earl is good. Wait, Chloe, I didn't know you liked that show. Wait, Chloe likes My Name is Earl? Huh. Oh my goodness. I didn't know you liked that show. Like that, like in that lineup of My Name is Earl, The Office, Scrubs, and all that, My Name is Earl seemed the most, it seems the most underrated. Can I say My Name is Earl is underrated? Because people were paying attention to The Office because of the memes and whatnot. People were people were like watching Scrubs because it had some sort of accessible. Here's the thing. That's the thing that My Name is Earl had. Scrubs was more accessible. Like, The Office was mainstream. Scrubs was accessible. My Name is Earl was underrated because of how unaccessible it kind of was. Like, it was the strange show that could only come out in the 2000s, and it barely got renewed each and every time. In fact, it got canceled before there was a fifth season. In fact, the showrunner actually went to the network and say, "Okay, wait, are we getting a fifth season?" And it's like, "Yes, you are." Are we getting a fifth season? And he's like, "Yes, we are." Are you sure we're getting a fifth season? And it's like, "Yeah, you are. You're getting a fifth season." It's like, okay. And then season 4 happened, and then we just didn't get a fifth season, which ticked off a lot of us. And yeah, and here's the thing. My Name is Earl is a show that was lucky to get a fourth season because I'm gonna be honest. Apparently, it because in terms of ratings, it got diminishing returns. And yes, the show has a nice message. It has a nice message within a strange, funny, and heartwarming, not to mention increasingly nuts show. And it was a great show, an absolute great show. The problem with the show, not with the show itself, but less and less people were willing to watch it because The Office was such a gangbuster thing. If it came out in the 90s, because here's the thing, there are 90s people, there are people from the 90s in this show. Jason Lee and Ethan Suplee were in like 90s movies like it would it kind of would it kind of sort of worked in the 90s due to the fact that two of the main characters played by Jason Lee and Ethan Suplee did come back from the 90s because there's that timeless feel, you know? Actually, come to think of it, we kind of don't really know what time period My Name is Earl was. I mean, if the show was airing in the 90s, not like taking place in the 90s, because like My Name is Earl is more, I feel it's too out there for the 90s. Really? You think it's too out there? We had Power Rangers. We had teen. We had turtles that ate pizza. We had like extreme like things come out. Have you remember? We had weird music in the 90s. Yeah, but that's kids. Uh, didn't we have Batman and like not family comedy show? I don't think that My Name is Earl is a family comedy show, but then again, look at the movies that we had in the 90s that we gave a chance to. We gave a chance to movies like The Mask. We gave chances to like movies like Man on the Moon. We've if you go back to the 90s, we had The Matrix. Like honestly, The Matrix, and here's the thing. If you go by the reason why Will Smith didn't do The Matrix, it was because it was too weird for him. When they were describing The Matrix to him, it was too weird for him. You know? I mean, then again, they only focused on the special effects back then, but it was weird for him, and that's why he did Wild Wild West. And to his credit, he didn't regret the decision. It was just that he did not get the material, and you know what? That's totally fine. He didn't get the material, so that's fine. In fact, that's pretty like Wild Wild West may not be a good movie, but it's something that he understood, and it's in his wheelhouse. And he was going to play Neo. And Will Smith would not work as Neo. Keanu Reeves brings that nuance that like is needed for a character. Someone a bit spacey, you know? Will Smith cannot do spacey. At least, not right now. Um if The Matrix came out later on in his career, he would have actually pulled it off, considering since Hancock, he's been more into like darker roles. I'm gonna do a video on his turn in Hancock, because that is a movie that pinpoints where Will Smith went from charismatic comedic actor or action star to somebody who's conflicted. I'm sure there are other movies before that Will Smith has done, but Hancock is the point where Will Smith actually begun to like look at himself, like somewhat look at himself as an actor, and shows that yes, he can be in an action movie, but he doesn't have to bring in the charm. He could just be an arsehole. You know, that's what his character in Suicide Squad was. It was just an arsehole, except it was underwritten. Suicide, like, Hancock is not underwritten. Hancock is overwritten. But I was talking about My Name is Earl. But you see those movies like Fight Club, The Matrix, and all that, like several movies in the 90s. And My Name is Earl just seems like a place where if it aired in the 90s, it would have done gangbusters on the ratings, like Roseanne style. Like, it's not that it was actually like. It's not. It's genuinely not that it couldn't work in the 2000s, because it totally did. But it could have lasted like two more seasons if it was made in the 90s. You know? And I'm glad that more and more people are finding the show. Because, again, My Name is Earl was one of the most still is one of the most underrated shows ever. It genuinely is. Like, there's a unique premise, unique characters, actors that actually get the material. There's heart put into the show. And I remember when me and my sister used to watch every single episode of My Name is Earl when it was airing. And we got to watch it earlier because, like, it was on TBS on Thursdays at 8. But there was an American channel that showed it at like 7 o'clock p.m. And we got to watch it like that. You know? My boyfriend is sending me like pictures of Testament from that game. I forgot what it was. Um, yeah, I forgot what it was called. Testament? I forgot what it was called. Hold on. This character right here. This is Testament. Like, he's showing me like a bit of pictures. Like, I want to actually like look that way, but I can't at the moment. You know. I really can't. Like, I'm trying to cut back so I could like have that look, like have a like show off my like belly button. Like, I want to show off my belly button. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. That was my chat to him. But like, My Name is Earl is so underrated. Like, I wish more people would watch the show. I'm glad that more and more people are watching the show. Like, I'm genuinely glad about that. Like, again, watch My Name is Earl. Please watch it. Like, please watch My Name is Earl if you absolutely have never had. Watch it. It's really, really good. Skip season 3 because it has no business. It doesn't have an overarching plot. Like, watch season 1, 2, and 4. Season 3 is a misstep. It's still funny, but you're not gonna miss much in terms of like the story arc that the show is going for. So just skip season 3. And people keep saying that Parks and Rec is an underrated show. Parks and Rec actually got 7 seasons. It barely got renewed, but it still got 7 seasons. My Name is Earl should have gotten 1 more season. But I'm really glad that I'm really glad that what ended up happening afterwards, the creator, Greg Garcia, actually said what happened. Uh, like, he said what would have happened. So, spoiler alert for anybody who has not seen My Name is Earl. You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to spoil it. Just know that what would have happened was extremely heartwarming. You know? Just like extremely heartwarming and amazing, in my opinion. But my goodness, I'm just talking about TV shows like I'm some sort of monster. We were talking about Stranger Things, and then we ended up talking about My Name is Earl, a show that. Sorry, Doggo Duty, BRB. Okay, that's totally fine. I'm just here talking about stuff and things. But yeah, yeah, but watching My Name is Earl is just such a kick arse thing. It absolutely is a kick arse thing. Um, yeah, just watching it is just kick arse. Um, but eventually it's gonna be vindicated by history. And then people are gonna be asking for a reboot of My Name Is Earl. It's like, would it work in the 2000s? Because I'm really tired of the rumors that The Office should get a reboot. It should get a reboot. It's like, no, it should stay. It should stay. Stay in that time period. It's okay. Not everything has to be rebooted or sequel. The end could just be the end. You know? It's a bit tiring, but yeah, it is true. The end could just be the end. You don't have to constantly go like, but it's so good. But there is so much I could do. It's like, no, just leave it alone. You know? Leave it alone. I am sick and tired of people being like, but it's so good. It's like, but it's no. Leave it. Leave it as it is. Just leave it. Leave it. You know? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I can't believe I have to say this. Again, it doesn't have to be. You know, it doesn't have to be like, hey, the show ended. Let's do a reboot. It's like, do you really want a reboot? Because last I checked, a lot of people are like, but. It's like, but it's so good. It's like, no. You're only remembering how much you miss it and you're begging for a reboot. Nobody is asking for one. The Office ended almost a decade ago. Leave it. It lasted 9 seasons. It's okay if you let it go. That's why it's annoying when some people are like, the Iron Giant should totally get a sequel. It's like, well, here's the thing. It didn't make money, which, to be fair, is like the studio's fault because they misaimed that movie in the trailer. Like, the trailer is not what the movie ended up being. And second of all, the movie was pretty much based around the fact that the the Brad Bird's sister, got killed by her abusive boyfriend. And then he's like, after a mourning period, he's like, what would happen if a gun was a gun there was a gun that had a soul but didn't want to be a gun. That was pretty much where he based the Iron Giant off of. You know? Like, I know there was already, like, existing original writing based off of it, but he took it as, like, recovery. It was pretty much his recovery. You know, it's something sad, but it ended up being something beautiful, and everybody knows it. Everybody sees it as the most well known. One of his better movies. And I used to watch the crap out of the Iron Giant back when I had pay per view, because it was a genuinely good movie. The Iron Giant will always be a great movie. In fact, it's one of the best movies of all time. But people want a sequel, and it's like, he said everything he needed to say. There's a bittersweet ending. You'll laugh, you'll cry. It'll be intense. But it doesn't need to be a sequel. In fact, the person who said not everything, like, some movies could just have the end and that's it. You don't have to go the extra mile for the sequel. Hi, merchant. How are you? Welcome. How was your weekend? How was your Independence Day? How was your long weekend? How was your Canada Day? And are you doing good in school? Good morning, Vietnam. Bah. Hopefully you're doing okay. Yeah, I hope you're doing absolutely gangbusters. I'm gonna need a new pillow soon because this pillow is opening up and there are feathers coming out of it. There are, honest to God, feathers coming out of this pillow. I am going to need a better pillow when I start working. Which, by the way, I have an editing job right now. I actually have a job editing videos. Hooray! Yes, I am not gonna say what I'm doing, but also I have a video conference interview for another job. So things are coming up, Kiara, a little bit. Just a wee bit. Yay! I mean, yay. Um, but yeah, we were talking about TV shows, you know? I love talking. Doing all right. I'm doing a HPLC lab practical right now. Congratulations, I think. I'm not sure. But I'm really glad that you're working on things, you know? I'm really glad that you're working on it, you know? Really glad that you're working on, yeah, I'm really glad that you're working on, stuff. Things. No, I better not say that because it probably is really serious. Um, but I'm really glad that you are, I'm really glad that you have, um, are working on a lab practical. I wish you the best, and I hope you absolutely kick arse at it. Um, so we are at the hour mark. We have another half hour to go, due to the fact that I again like doing 2 hour streams is way too much. I would rather just save it nice and tight. I'd rather have it nice and tight. Aww. Oh yeah, my boyfriend and I were talking about nerd shows. Yeah, we were. Oh yeah, so that nerd emote actually reminds me of my boyfriend and I talking about nerd shows. So we were talking about the Big Bang Theory and how it's pretty much nerd blackface, and it's like, but it's a show for nerds by nerds. It's like, no, it isn't. It's a show that thinks it's about nerds. You know, Sometimes I think that, like, yeah, I think that the nerd blackface theory is, like, a little too much. It's a little too much, but, and yes, there are some nerds who act like that, but not every nerd is a stereotype. You know? I'm pretty sure some nerds can play sports. Not well, but at least they know how to, like, at least they know their way around it, you know? At least they know their way around sports, you know? At least they do that. And at least they and like I got into this like a little tiff with somebody on Brebby's Bun's channel about it's like, yeah, the first episode Sheldon actually donates to a sperm bank, and then the rest of the series it's like he's just Sheldon. He's kind of he's pretty much asexual, and he's like he's not really a sexual person. It's like, I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's the first episode. Like, that's wild. Like, it's the first episode of a show. Of course, the first episode is going to be way different than the rest of the series. The first season is going to be more different than the rest of the series. Look at Breaking Bad. The first season is pretty much a dark comedy. And then, as the series went on, the comedy gradually just got taken away, and it's getting into more tragedy territory, you know? Like, anything that is the first of something is going to suffer from early installment weirdness. Even The Office. The Office had early installment weirdness all over the place. Look at your favorite episode of The Office, and then look at the very first episode of the show. They are completely different shows, and I absolutely know that there is nobody who's going to say that the first episode of The Office is their favorite. Nobody can say that. Nobody has said that. Because that first episode is just a bit by bit, shot for shot remake of the UK pilot of it. So, like, nobody can say that the pilot episode is, like, their best. Welcome back, Chloe. We were talking about I am Weasel. I am Weasel. I am Weasel. Yo, merchant. Cause Babu's better than Weasel. Yes, yes, yes. All of us grew up in the Oh goodness, I'm getting into the 90s bit. So, yeah, Chloe, we were talking about early installment weirdness and how sometime like I was arguing on Brebby Bun's channel, like someone was arguing about Sheldon Cooper's difference between Sheldon Cooper in the first episode and Sheldon Cooper in the rest of the seasons. Like, yes, there's a difference, but the first episode is extremely different. The first season is usually different from other shows, you know? But yeah, Big Bang Theory is nerd blackface. Let's just stop. Because, there's always that stereotype that nerds are like, oh, nerds are all about games, all about comic books. You know? Not all nerds are like that. Nerds can be more subtle and nuanced. Big Bang Theory is just making a lot of nerds a little bit stereotypical. You know? Like something it's like, hey, you got like, it's like, oh, you're really, like, like my boyfriend actually knows somebody who actually knows a thing or two about a certain topic, and somebody's like, oh, you're a genius, you're like Sheldon Cooper, and it's like, that is not a good thing. Why? It's like, why make that comparison? Is it because they're both nerds? It's like, you can't actually do that. You know, if somebody's really good at basketball, would you call them the Sheldon Cooper of basketball? What if somebody is actually really good at reading books and can read books and recite what happens? Do you think that they're going to be the Sheldon Cooper of books? No. Let them be their own thing. You know? And I love movies. I like talking about movies. I like talking about the production issues. Does that make me the Sheldon Cooper of does that make me the Sheldon Cooper of movies? No. Because I know a lot about movies. I don't know everything, and I don't want to be compared to Sheldon Cooper due to the fact that nerds can be their own thing. Bodybuilders are also nerds. Yeah, here's the thing: bodybuilders, musicians, actors, nerds are never stereotypical. They are not stereotypical. And you know what? The dumb jock that actually the nerds talk down to in the Big Bang Theory was one of my favorite parts because it's like he never talked down to the nerds. In fact, he was actually really enjoying what they were doing. Like he wanted to get in on it, not because it's like impressing anybody, but it's because he liked it. He likes being a jock and he liked nerdy things. I wish they would explore that more. But no, it's like they made him dumb, you know? They made him kind of dumb. And like but nerds can be different things. They're not just stereotypes. Nerds can be actual honest to God things. You know? Vin Diesel is a nerd. He's into all these he's in all these action movies. And yet he plays Dungeons and Dragons. Is he a stereotypical nerd? He's an arsehole sometimes, but he's not a stereotypical nerd. You know? It's totally fine if you're a nerd, but you're not a stereotype that the Big Bang Theory. Nerds are stuff. Thanks. You know? You don't have to you don't have to look at nerds from the 90s and 80s. You can make somebody a nerd that is not basement dwelling. Look at the people on Stranger Things. You know what? Look at Mike on Stranger Things. Look at Ben on Parks and Recreations. You know? They have their moments of they have like nerd qualities, but they're still three-dimensional. They are very nerdy, but they are three-dimensional and they are likable. They are written as characters. They are written as people. They are written as people who you can root for. They are written as people. They are written as people. That's the thing that the Big Bang Theory doesn't do well. They are written as people. Nerds are people, not stereotypes. Wait, what? Wow. Hold on. Tempted to make you an emote that is, here's the thing. Yeah. Now here's the thing. Now hold up. I'm gonna tell you once again. Hillary. Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Nerds are things, confirmed. Also, all main characters are pretty bad misogynist harassers too. No thanks. In the Big Bang Theory, I'm just tired of nerds being played for the dogged nice guys. It's like you could just be a nice guy and not want anything in return. You know? Can we all just get behind the fact? Blackstar, how are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing well after the whole COVID thing. You're still a lamp. Yes, I'm still a lamp. I'm still not ready to be on camera. But technically I am. I'm a lamp. And I have a skull, so slowly but surely. It's too early to type. Yeah, it is. That is why it's called the early stream. Boo. I know. Boo me. Booing me will only make me more right. Keep booing me. I don't care. Boo me. Go ahead and boo me. Because I got time on my side. Face roll the keyboard. I would love to face board a keyboard. It's just that it is illegal. It is illegal, my friend. It is absolutely illegal. Transactional niceness is not nice. It's not. It's being a dogged nice guy. Couldn't somebody just be nice just for the sake of it? Booing only makes me more right. What is that? It's being a dogged nice guy. Like being nice to somebody and expecting something in return. You can just be nice and not get anything in return. Not want anything in return. You know? Transactional niceness is just wanting something, you know? It's like, oh, incel. Yeah, pretty much. Mostly, that's kind of the problem. Like, you can be totally nice and that is it. Just be nice for the sake of it. Just not for the sake of it. Just be nice because you are human. Be nice because you are a human being. You know? And here's the thing. Yes, you can be friends with somebody. No, you sad, no sexy man. Yeah, exactly. Like, here's the thing. Just be nice. And you know what? Sometimes you could be so nice that you don't even think about sex. Like, there are some people out there who used to be like an incel. And then what happened was like they just started getting nice, and then they got so nice like sex was the last thing on their minds. You know? Just like at the back of their minds, and then very rarely they're like, oh okay, we're dating? I don't want, I really don't want we could just do this and that. Like they just want to give the other person their space, and sometimes that gets a little too far because it's like sweetie, we're dating. We could have sex, and it's like, I don't know. Like it can go a little too far in the way. Just nothing has to end in sex. I try to be nice to just be nice. Makes you feel awkward if they give something back. Yeah, just, just say, I'm okay. Just say, it's okay, it's totally fine. I'm just doing it just for me. I'm just doing this just to be nice. Yeah, I don't want that. Me as an ace prep. Now give me garlic. Yeah, give me garlic bread. It's like, okay. It's like, are you sure you just don't want this new vegan? No, garlic bread. I want garlic bread. ATW, ATW. Yeah, just like, I just would rather just have, like, just be nice. Because, it's like, I know some people don't believe in karma. And it's only like a thing or a word. But karma can help. Karma is absolutely a gangbuster. ACW, ACW. It's totally fine if you're just nice. Excuse me. I burped. Whew. Don't remember eating that. Ew. Blap. Blap. What is that? What is that in my mouth? Tastes like vinegar. I'm kidding. There is no vinegar. People are like, ew. But yeah, like, the Big Bang Theory, like, like, the Big Bang Theory is bad. Like, some people, here's the thing. Brabby Bun actually was like, oh, like, the Big Bang Theory actually came out in the mid-2000s. Like, no, it came out in 2007. Not the mid-2010s, the mid-2000s. And that's where it should have stayed. Like, I didn't realize the problem with Big Bang Theory until I watched Community. That is a show for nerds. That is a show for nerds that at the same time is accessible to everybody. It's high concept. No, it's like a simple like premise. Lawyer goes back to school. That's essentially the premise. And he meets this like these people that are just weird. Then he forms kinship with them. But then the episodes come out and it's just this weird meta insane thing. It's just weird and meta and it's fun. It's funny. It started airing here and probably there in 2009, 2010. I'm kind of weird. It didn't become popular until the 2010s. Like, I'm gonna look at the I want to look at the ratings for this right here. Hold on a minute, just a minute. Let me see the ratings for this. I know Christian Slater was never. I don't even know why Breb even likes me. Breb is the bee's knees. Breb likes everybody. She just gives everybody a hard time because she is insane. She is slightly insane. And not insane, but she is very lovely. Hold on, let me see the Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory. The show lasted for 12 seasons. 12 seasons! From like 2007 to 2019. I want to see the ratings of this. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh, nope, no. Hold on. Nope. Hold on. Yeah, it lasted 12 seasons. Yeah, TOS. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean that. I totally forgot that I had that on my Discord. Um Probably should ignore that. I apologize for that. Um but look, I apologize for that. I forgot to close that. We didn't see. Uh Oh my goodness. Okay, look. Like, look at the ratings here. 12 seasons. Like, look at this. It went from 8 million people watched it in its first season, then 10 million in its second. Yeah, I'll kill the VOD afterwards. Then 14 million, then 13, 15, 18. Holy crumbs. It actually got more popular as time went on. Like it never hit below 15 million. It was always like it was a juggernaut back in the 2000s. I had a roommate that loved that show. I was confused about why we were laughing at this funniest thing in the world. Did you show your roommate Community? Here's the thing. Did you show your roommate Community? Because that is a show for nerds, and that actually seems like it was written by nerds. Because Big Bang Theory only goes for cheap laughs, and my boyfriend exactly said this. Sheldon's only funny because ha 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 ha. He says long words, and that makes him funny. And it's like, I can't Community? Why not? Community is a great show. Dan Harmon is a genius, and I will not take anybody. I mean, if you want to slander season 4, that's totally fine. But like, people laugh at Sheldon Cooper because he says long words that I don't understand. I should try it again. Here's the thing, Community is a great show. It's just that it can get a little hard to get into. It wasn't funny and none of the jokes landed on BBT. That's because it was written as a sitcom, not as a funny show. It was written as a show that is pretty much catered to people. This is what Big Bang Theory is pretty much what people think nerds are. You know what? Yeah. Like Big Bang Theory is pretty much like nerd wish fulfillment. It it's something that Jason Fox from Foxtrot would not have found funny. And keep in mind, the comic book Foxtrot is pretty much all about Jason Fox. Like, like the one thing I'll give Big Bang Theory is the character development, especially of like Howard, because he used to be like a Casanova wannabe who was just very, very hard to look at because he tried to hit on like the main lead actress, Penny, and then over time he got more like he got mature, and he dated somebody who he loved, and he had a family, he had a baby, and it's like, huh. He's still a nerd, he's still a stereotype, but at least the effort was there in terms of character development. Because now, like, Howard is just, like, insane, like, he's a Jewish stereotype, but at the very least they could try. But no, overall, Big Bang Theory just catered towards people who think this is, it's like, you're like the guy from Big Bang Theory. It's like, oh, please don't do this to me. It's like, please don't. Not in front of the children. Like, for the love of God, please don't. You know? I like, and here's the thing, I used to like Big Bang Theory, but this was back in high school where I'm like, I actually do, I wish I could act like this. And then college, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm nothing like this. I can be over hyper, sure, but I'm nothing like this. You know? It's totally fine. Again, it's okay to like a movie. It's okay to like a show. I just don't like the Big Bang Theory because it wants to be it wants to just be a thing. It just wants to be it just wants to be a thing. It just wants to be a stereotype, you know? It just wants to be whatever it is. You know? I don't want people to go up to me and my boyfriend and go, you're both nerds like those nerds in the Big Bang Theory. Cause yes, those exist in real life, but that doesn't mean every nerd is like this. Not every nerd is like this. Would you stop it? Jeez. Nerds aren't stereotypes. Nerds are more close to the community. Like, some nerds are more closer to the people on Community because it's fine. Hey Sheldon, isn't it funny that I can't get the red imposter to jump into the vent at an accelerated rate of 1.3 and not 1.0? Well, no, why wouldn't I? I think they would do great for astronaut in a great for astronauts in a hypergravity well artificial environment, and the fact that they don't have visible arms made me think of Einstein's theorem of relative in a paradoxical manner. Yeah, like I am so tired of just like, yeah, he says it really fast, and it's a bazinga, bazumble, benzumble. Oh my goodness, I want to be like that actor. It's like, bazinga. Oh my god. That was stupid back then. Then again, I did watch House MD. I buckled down on myself during my first year of college and watched every single episode of House MD. Like one episode a day. Have you seen Nerds? The candy? Yeah, they're delicious. That one's going in the quote bin. What quote bin? There are no quote bins. There are no quote bins. There's only Zool. There's no quote, only Zool. Zool, mother effer, Zool. Kiara eats nerds. I mean, yeah, they're crunchy, they're purple, and they get everywhere. Although I can't eat nerds anymore because they're candy and they're way too sweet. I can drink Coca-Cola fine, but I cannot eat a certain candy. There's a certain candy I cannot. Break is over. Gotta go buy. Okay, merchant, you take care of yourself. And you kick arse at that. Whatever it is. You kick arse and good luck. But yeah, the break's over. The take's over. Keep on rolling with me. The first and only nerd show is that one that basically, wow, but TV show can't remember. The first and only nerd show. Is it Bill Nye the Science Guy? Can you tell me who's actually in the show? Because, you can tell me who's actually in the show. You know? Just tell me who's actually in the show so I can, like, look it up, cross-reference it, and get into it. Whoa! Super Lazy Genius 2, welcome. Oh my goodness, how are you? I was just lurking on your stream. You were playing Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time. Everybody should go follow Super Lazy Genius 2 because she kicks absolute arse. Go follow Super Lazy Genius 2 right now. She kicks arse. Like, I didn't know you streamed this early. Like, I was lurking, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and, like, raid her, The Guild. Okay, The Guild. Yeah, that is a show for nerds, written by nerds, and there's no stereotypes, but good lord. Right now, COVID is the one kicking mine. I saw on Discord, actually, like, you were gone for a couple of weeks because of that, but get plenty of rest, Super Lazy. Like, it was a surprise stream. Like, when my phone went off, I saw that you were streaming, and I'm like, you're streaming right now? Usually you were streaming, like, at the afternoon here in Canada. But, like, I did miss your streams. This Beekman eraser, you can't rest? So you came here, huh? You can't rest, yes, you come here. Become one with COVID and kill. Yes, go to the Trump administration. Wait, what's that? They've disbanded? Well, we'll get them all anyways. This Beekman erasure. Don't know what that is. Super Lazy, you couldn't rest, and yet you rated this stream? Oh my goodness. It prevented me from getting all the rest in you, though I through all the coughing. Yeah, a lot of us here have gotten COVID at one point, and we know how you're feeling. So I'm drinking tea, lots of it. Here's the thing, Super Lazy. Make sure that tea is strong. Like, very, very, very strong. Like, I'm really glad that you got through your stream okay. But I really hope that it goes, like, you get better. Because, yeah, you're, like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm really hoping that you actually end up getting better and feel better eventually. You know? I'm really glad that you're back on the saddle, even if you did almost fall off. Oh, and Gatorade. It seems to help my voice come back, but then it goes out again. I suggest not drinking Gatorade. Maybe warm water. You know what? Super Lazy. Maybe just hot water. Or just, like, not cold water because that might be slightly worse. Warm water. You know? Or maybe soup. Then again, I was never a soup person. I genuinely don't like soup. But maybe some soup. Maybe some soup. Maybe some good old-fashioned soup. And when I mean soup, I mean soup by Blind Melon. Sorry. My body rejects straight water. I kind of have to have a flavor to it. Mineral water? I'm kidding. Like broth. Oof. Been there. Or tea. Make sure it's strong tea. Like really, really strong tea. Yeah, just make sure it's that. It tricks into taking it. Well, if you can take cold and flu syrup, it helps with the cough and nasal congestion. Funnily enough, when I had COVID, I could do nothing but sleep. Like, I was just too weak. Like, my bones felt so brittle. Like, my bones felt brittle, and I'm like, I can pass out right now. And then I just, like, it was pretty much like a hangover, except it was hurting my whole body. I was taking cough syrup, but ended up retching it up. Ew. Ah. Wow. Super lazy. I am sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear, like, oh, wow. I hope you get better and kick a lot of arse. Kick it in the arse. So now I take one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Wait like 24 hours. Oh, damn, it's American Day. Yeah, it is. I don't know many Americans. I don't know any Americans who are actually going to celebrate Independence Day. Because, Independence Day is pretty much a holiday that's in name only at this point, you know? Oh, damn, it's American. Yeah, then take one again. Yeah, I mean, hopefully the shots will, like, help you in the long run, you know? Fingers crossed they'll help you in the long run. Um, Take one again, try again in the morning. It's usually right wingers. Yeah, pretty much. Does Jordan Peterson count as a right winger? Tylenol, severe cold, and cough help me. Oh, okay. I mean, as long as it helps you, and as long as you don't get sick and end up having to go out, and you're having like such a head cold. Okay, so Jordan Peterson is going to say, "This is America. This is this is America. We are going to go for it." And he actually had the gall to say, "Ugh." Oh God, Jordan Peterson's Canadian? Is he? Oh my God. Edmonton, Alberta can't. I'm gonna be serious here for a moment. We Canadians are not like that bastard. We don't want anything to do with Jordan Peterson. Not. I usually say that not all Canadians are nice. He is an awful human being. We do not follow him, nor do we want to. And we will, and I don't usually want to apologize, but we are sorry that we released him to the world. Drake's music is still trash, but Jordan Peterson is much worse. Because Jordan Peterson would go out of his way to be like, hey, listen, he just misgenders Elliot Page on purpose. He just misgenders, like, he misgenders Elliot Page just because he thinks he can. Like, he's an arsehole. Listen, I didn't know that Jordan Peterson was Canadian until right now. I can do strong tea, but tried a lot of teas, then I got the final one. Hate when Twitch lags. Yeah, Twitch is a bit of a arse a lot of the time. And he paid the price. Gas prices. But, like, he says that Elliot Page isn't a real guy, and it's like, well, you're not a real guy, because real guys actually respect a lot of people. You are not a real guy. You're just an arse who decides to, like, and he's like, okay, I'm going to double down on my comments against Elliot Page. I'd rather die than delete that tweet. And it's like, well, Jordan Peterson, I mean, you're gonna die soon, so, here's the thing. I don't want you to die. I want you just off of social media. You know? People are like, okay, then go die. It's like, no, that's just getting him off way too lightly. And a part of me is like, how's it gonna make him feel if we misgender Jordan Peterson? Like, but I don't want to misgender anybody. There are people out there who are like Ezra Miller, like, just calling them by their wrong name on purpose. And it's like, it's funny. It's like, no, that just shows how sad you are. If you don't want to respect the pronoun, Jordan Peterson, I am stupid, who is the dumb? Yeah, pretty much. Like, exactly. Like, he's just jealous because he can't live his best life. Pretty sure he's just jealous because he has never gotten laid in his life. And it's like, yeah, it's like, he doesn't want anybody to be happy. Why couldn't he just be president of the Fox News? Why couldn't he just be a correspondent on Fox News if he doesn't want to be happy? Wow, this the lowest common denominator. Even Fox News wouldn't take him. Like, Elliot Page is amazing. He's not doing anything, and he's amazing. And people are shutting down Jordan Peterson because he's just a giant arse. He's a genuine giant arse who just doesn't want, again, he doesn't want people to be happy. He genuinely doesn't. And I can safely say that he makes me ashamed of being Canadian. I can say that now. Like, again. And I'm saying this lightly. Like, I'm trying not to apologize. Like, I'm genuinely trying not to, but I have to apologize for on behalf of all Canadians. I have to apologize for releasing that moron out on the earth. Like, full genuine apologies to everybody. Like everybody else in the world. I'm sure Jordan Peterson has some fans, but no. He's like, I'm gonna die. It's like, I'm gonna die. I would rather die than delete the tweet. It's like, I mean, and then he goes after a plus size woman because she was on Sports Illustrated. It's like, so I wouldn't have heard about this plus sized woman, if you hadn't brought it up. Now people are taking her side, and it's like, and he's like, so he's just promoting people he doesn't like and making them heroes. So yeah, Jordan Peterson is pretty much like a person who just theoretically hates people, but he's just promoting them even more and making them look like heroes. And it's one of those. Does he? I don't think he knows what he's doing. If he shuts up, like he's pretty much like a danger, but he's also promoting people who wouldn't know otherwise. I don't know. I don't think he noticed. I don't think he knows this. I would say he's doing it on purpose, but I don't think he's that smart. You know? Like, if they can take away Donald Trump's Twitter account, I'm sure they can just permanently take away Jordan Peterson because he's just an arsehole. Even Twitter is like, hey, listen, we're suspending you. You know, it's not a ban. Even he said, and here's the thing, even he says it's a ban. It's a suspension, not a ban. Bans are pretty much permanent. Suspensions are only for so long. So yeah, he's not suspended. I mean, he's only suspended at this point. But Jenny Cat, how are you? I didn't know it was you. Oh my gosh. I apologize. I didn't know. I did not know that was you, Jenny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but because he won't delete the tweet, he's effectively banned. Is he now? Let's see. Oh my goodness, Jordan Peterson is... He looks like Benedict Cumberbatch. He actually looks like Benedict Cumberbatch if he's like... And if he was unlikable. Bisected, how are you? And how are you feeling? Bisected, how are you feeling? But I'm glad he's effectively banned. How are you feeling, by the way? Because you didn't stream on Friday, and I'm like, is she okay? And talks like her. Oh God. Oh, good Lord. I mean, yeah. I mean that goes with saying. I'm okay. Was feeling a bit rough last night, but I don't know if that was related. Yeah, because I was exhausted on Friday. I didn't know what happened on Friday because I was like waiting. I was at my boyfriend's house. I was like, okay, when Bisect is gonna be streaming, I'm gonna give her a lurk. And then 12 p.m. happened. Then 1 p.m. Then I'm like, did I miss her stream or something? But I managed to recover in time for D&D. Oh, I see. So you recovered just in time for D&D. That sounds awfully suspicious. I'm kidding. But I'm really glad that you're okay. Like, a lot of us are glad. Really glad that you're back, you know? Like, really glad that you came back in somewhat full fighting form. I just realized that I was supposed to say that this stream was only supposed to be 90 minutes, and it's only been an hour 45. I'm an idiot. But I hope D&D went well for you. It was okay after a nap. Basically finished work like in half an hour late. Oh, okay. Then that's totally fine. Real life always writes the plot. You know? Real life comes first. I didn't know what happened until I got on Twitter yesterday. No, Saturday. Because I couldn't go on Twitter until Saturday. I'm like, okay, so that's what happened. But I'm really glad that you're okay now. Oh, look at that. It was a Twitter ban. Oh my goodness, it was a Twitter ban. And it's a 15-minute. Oh. And I bet you that he closed the comments. I am willing to bet that he closed the comments. Okay, he didn't. Wow, he's an idiot. Oh my goodness. Wow, I do not want. Wow, I am not. You know what? Screw it. These, like. Wow, there are people who straight up support Jordan Peterson because he's an idiot. D&D was fun. Nick did the whole play loosely based on the party's adventures trope. Nice. Excellent. That's excellent. I'm really glad that, like, you subverted the trope. Not subverted, but playing the trope. He thinks he can take on the might of a social media platform. Well, he can try. He can definitely try. But you know, there are people on Twitter and YouTube who are smarter, better than Jordan Peterson. So if he ever actually returns to Twitter, you can bet that there are going to be people who are just going to be on him. Like me in the morning. Hello. NDN when? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. NDN? No, I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. But yeah, thank God I'm not gonna be playing Fortnite. So I kind of just gave up on Fortnite. I'm just done with it. Yeah, I'm done with Fortnite. No Fortnite. DND, NDN. Yeah, I inverted it. Oh, good one, Chloe. Good one, Chloe. Um, Danny betrayed you. He didn't betray me. He's like for. Oh yeah, that. Danny of the internet betrayed me. I just responded to that by giving him a gif of the evil stepmother and Cinderella just closing into her eyes and like everything just gets dark except her sharp eyes. Hashtag Fortnite sucks. Fortnite definitely has always sucked. It's always sucked. But nobody seems to listen. Nobody wants to listen. Fortnite is garbage. I thought Danny would be so much better than that, but he plays Fortnite. I guess I'm gonna have to ban him. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to ban him. I'm gonna have to ban Danny for liking Fortnite. I'm sorry. I just have to. I have to. I have to. Sorry, Danny. I love you. I love you, but you like Fortnite, so I'm gonna have to ban you for a while. I'm gonna have to ban you for suspend you actually, not ban you. Hashtag sucks. Well, Chloe. Well, Chloe. I cannot believe you said that. Chloe, I cannot believe you. Chloe. 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 I mean, yeah, hashtag sucks. I'm way too late for I'm at an age where using hashtag is just painful. So I'm not even going to use it ironically. Cuz using hashtags is just ugh. Using hashtags is just In no way, nope. But it's peachy. It's absolutely peachy. I forgot what I was going for. So, yeah, it's fun. It's absolutely fun to go hash. Like, I don't even like Fortnite or what's it called? TikTok. And, like, I don't know who, I think it was my boyfriend or somebody on Twitch who said, like, songs were written like the song that they used to like was ruined. I'm like, why? Because of overplaying? No, because of TikTok. I was like, yeah, because of TikTok. Of course, TikTok is gonna ruin it. Because when a song is popular, then it's gonna be everywhere on TikTok, and it's like, now I don't like it, and I'm just so sick and tired of seeing comments saying I was here because of TikTok, and I'm like, wow. I mean, on the one hand, it's good that people are actually looking at good songs, but on the other, it's gonna get overexposed to the point to where people who don't like, who never even listen to it, are gonna be like, "Oh, it's this song." Crumbs. But yeah, that's why I don't use TikTok. I don't use TikTok because, again, it's just not for me. I don't. I just keep like my TikTok down below on my like thing, my a bat section, because people are like, "Oh, you have a TikTok account," and I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm just never gonna use it. I'm never gonna use TikTok again because it's just not a platform that I wanted to be a part of. You know, TikTok is not something I wanted to be a part of. I just wanted to like do my own thing, and TikTok is not in that thing. I never wanted to do it, but be funny if TikTok became a place that was perfect for you eventually. You know, several people in the past have told me that. It's like, give it a year, and it's like, it's still not for me. I don't know how it's gonna be. It's gonna be like perfect for me, cause it ain't going to be perfect for me. It's going to be perfect for somebody else. It's perfect for a lot of people. It's just not for me. I don't want to use TikTok because it's not for me. I want to use platforms change is what I mean. But I still don't want to use it. I'm sorry. I still don't want to use TikTok. Could be not for you, but 10 years would be with. In 10 years, I'm going to be years old, and I'm going to be moving. I'll just move past platforms and be like, hey, this could be from this. Hey, I probably could have liked this 20 years ago. You know, it's going to be like that. I could have done this 20 years ago, but You know? Zimmer frame Kiara. Zimmer frame? Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Zimmer frame. Oh, I'm gonna be one of those people. There's somebody who was on Twitch who is gonna be like, I'm gonna be one of those old people who are gonna be like, this isn't music, this is just noise, and it's like, this is exactly your age. You know, I'm gonna be one of those people, just like being at my front of my house and telling people to go f themselves. I'm already Kane Chloe. Kane Chloe, Big Mama Chloe. No, that's not right. Wrong Chloe. Um, and coming up next in the wrestling contest, Kane Chloe. Crumbs. Don't know why I said that, but I did it. Let me see. If we're gonna rate out, I'm trying to figure out who I'm gonna rate. Now, I'd rather just rate somebody who has less so, because the person who I want to rate has 60 viewers, and like, yeah, like a part of me doesn't want to rate anybody with 60 viewers, like because they already have the views, they don't need another raid, you know. But I know that I don't. If you're rating, don't forget delete the VOD. I will delete the VOD. I definitely will. After that two like that 5 second thing, I'm gonna have to definitely delete the VOD. Um, yeah, I will delete that VOD. So everybody, yeah, my stomach hurts for some reason. I have to use the bathroom soon. But yeah, I will delete this VOD because of not safe for work thing. Um, but um, what's the word I'm looking for? I forgot what I was looking for. Um, so I think Thursday, yeah, I think on Thursday please do, as people do, go through VODs and report them to get trans folks banned. Yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna go and delete that VOD. I'll delete that VOD, um, or edit it to the point. No, I'm just gonna delete the VOD afterwards. Um, Shame, I was like on this roll, but I was on a roll about this rant about nerds, but yeah, I'll just go like I forgot where I was, but yeah, um, I could just split it into two. I can split the VOD into two maybe, and then delete it. We'll see. Um, but yeah, I'm talking about people to raid. So the person who I rated on Thursday, I don't think I'll ever raid them again because they did not they barely noticed. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna be on my laptop because I'm gonna be editing something, so I'll be on my laptop doing stuff. Wait, I was AFK. What happened? There was a not there was a not safe for work thing that happened that I accidentally showed on stream. So I have to delete the VOD because of it. There's a good chance that I'll probably put it on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'll put it on my. You know what? I'll put it on my YouTube channel because YouTube. I have a ton of not safe for work things on my YouTube channel. Um, Bazooble than Discord. Yeah, we were talking about that. Like, so the VOD will be on like my YouTube channel instead because they're not gonna people aren't gonna check. You know what? I'll just go on for 5 minutes at least. Yeah. You know how usually these streams are PG-13? Yeah, not this stream because I accidentally showed something that was not safe for work. So that's a big whoops. That is a big whoops. But yeah, here's the thing. Like I was gonna say about something about raids. The person who I raided on Thursday, I am never gonna raid them again. Like they seem like a nice person. They are a nice person, but I don't think I'll raid them again because they just didn't really pay attention to the raid all that much. Barely looked over they're like, oh hey, what's up, and then they just went back in their game. Like try to talk to them, but like they're just so invested. And it's like, okay, so yeah, fine. You know what? Fine. I'll watch your streams, but I'm not gonna raid you again. Um, you don't need to explain. Sometimes I do because some people actually suggest who to raid sometimes, and it's like I can't raid that person, you know, for that exact reason, and it hurts. It does hurt sometimes. It hurts, and it's sad. Well, it's not sad. It's just disappointing. And then when the person in question is probably going to be like, why don't you like raid my things? It's like, well, I'm not going to. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. Because of what you did. What you did was insanely poor. You know? What you did was like. And whenever somebody raids me, I say hi. I go out of my way and tell them and say hi and tell the follow. But like this person just didn't really put in the effort. You know, at least put in the effort, and like it genuinely hurt because I always wanted to raid this person. So yeah, I'm not gonna like. Maybe it was a one-time thing, but it kind of was like. It kind of hurt me a little, you know? It kind of sort of did hurt me. Uh, like it did suck. It sucked. But you know, at least I have other streamers that I can raid, and that's totally fine with me, you know? Totally fine if I can raid somebody who is actually a lot, you know, more amazing. Like, people do criticize me of, like, raiding the same people, even though that is not exactly true. That's never been true. I don't raid the same people. In fact, I sometimes I go out of my way to see who to raid. And we are at almost 2 hours and 5 minutes, so I am going to have to raid out because I need to do stuff. Things. You know? I have to do stuff and things. But everybody, thank you all for coming. Hopefully I'll be back here hopefully tomorrow. We're gonna raid DJ Alpha Omega. He's playing Elden Ring. So everybody, thank you all for coming by. Super Lazy Genius, thank you so much for the raid. I really hope that you're going to be okay in terms of your COVID. I will put this VOD on my YouTube channel. So yeah, we are gonna raid DJ Alpha Omega. So everybody, thank you all for coming. I hope to see you again some other time. I don't know if it's tomorrow or whatever, but until the next time I see ya, I'm Kiara Strings. I am a lamp, and this has been the early stream. Thank you and bye-bye. Did I just say bye-bye? Did I just say that out loud? Yes, you did, Kiara. You did. You did, Kiara.